seem like we feel the same. We love what we hate. We lie, but we know we can't. Why do it?
How to understand that our mistakes are not our identities. Hello friends, this is Yundan, and today's share is about understanding that our mistakes are not our identity. This is just a share from my own reading and of course from my own life experiences. We need to learn a lot about our identity so we know how to handle things. Many of us are depressed, low self-esteem, cannot move on forward. And why is that? Because they are so focused of their own mistakes. Think that your mistakes are not your identity. We have to understand it. If you really want to live your best life, you have to understand identity, your own identity of who you are. For me, in my spiritual practice, which I am sharing with you, I always believe that I am the child of the Most High God. He is guiding me, He is leading me, He breathed His life onto me every day. Therefore, I feel safe and secure, confident enough, and not worry my own identity because I believe in God. He is the one who made me. He is the one who created me, and my belief, as I am the child of the Most High God, I am good enough. I am created by the Father, Creator of the universe. Therefore, I always feel that I am good enough. I'm not going to bother myself about my identity. I totally understand it, that we must keep on moving. We must not be bothered by our own mistakes. Our mistakes in the past many times help us to stuck and cannot be move forward because of those past mistakes. Think that you are human. Everyone can commit mistakes. But the bottom line here, you have to understand that your mistakes is not your identity. It's not who you are. God created you amazingly great, amazingly talented, amazingly beautiful, that you are capable of doing great things in your life, even you committed a lot of mistakes. It is what it is. Every now and then we commit mistakes. It cannot be avoided because as a human, we can make poor decisions. And through our poor decision, we're experiencing the mistakes, which it cannot be avoided. So do not be stuck in the past thinking that your mistakes create your own identity. No, that's not who you are. That what you did, but that's not who you are. This is just really a reminder I'm sharing with you in order for you to move forward, not keep thinking backward for those past mistakes. If you keep thinking those bad mistakes from the past, you cannot move on. You cannot live your best life because you keep hanging on of those mistakes you made. Remember, that is not who you are. But you have to understand what identity means. What is your identity? Who you are in the eyes of God. If you can just simply believe that you are special, you are good enough, God created you talented, gifted, amazingly great in order for you to fulfill good things in your life. Mistakes are there, but we are not going to be stuck on our past mistakes. We have to learn from that, and we have to learn to move forward also at the same time. But you must have that positive thoughts to push you forward in order for you to be successful, in order for you to reach the goals and desires from your heart. First of all, we must understand that you are not your mistakes. They are what you did, not who you are. Making mistakes does not define you. Mistakes are a small part of who we are, and they do not have to determine our entire existence. Refrain from internalizing mistakes and instead maintain a growth of mindset that allows you to learn, to grow, and to continue moving forward. You have to understand that we must learn from our mistakes. Acknowledge your mistakes. When you make mistakes, try to admit it as soon as you can and apologize if necessary. Analyze your mistakes. Get a feedback. Find lessons from your mistakes. Teach others that you've learned from your mistakes. Reflect on your own progress. Keep a learning mindset. When you commit mistakes, be aware to learn from that right away. Understanding our mistakes, occasionally we go through life unhappily and not truly knowing why. But if you know how to handle yourself, give time to yourself when you commit mistakes. Grieve. Have that sorrow if you want to. Give time to grieve to yourself and express your feelings. If you want to feel sorry because of your mistakes, then do that, but do not stay that for a long time. Accept your past mistakes. By accepting our past mistakes, we can understand more about our life, of who we are, about our own identity. Learning from our mistakes is a huge thing to form our identity. Accepting the good thing in our life. Just think, you actually expand your credibility when you demonstrate the humanity of imperfection. Be open about situations where you are unsure and share with others when you're uncertain. Admit your mistakes and you'll pave the way for trust and an atmosphere of openness to others. You have to understand that your mistakes is not your identity. Understand that our brain are lazy and it takes a lot of cognitive effort to change the script and these shortcuts that we have already built up. And so we are more likely to fall back on the same patterns, behaviors, and actions when we are conscious of repeating our mistakes. So make the right decision for yourself. Dismiss your bad decision by reclassifying them as mistakes. It takes the edge off to soften the blow. The mistakes are something you did without intention. You have to understand that. Therefore, that mistakes doesn't define of who you are. You are great. You are beautiful. You are such an amazing person. For me, identifying our mistakes is very important if you really must understand our own identity as a person. Our identity is that who we are and not our mistakes. And it becomes easier for you to understand all these things when you know how to accept things. Even it's hurting, even it is uncomfortable, you have to accept it and embrace it and ask forgiveness. It is very important. When we are going to form our identity, you have to create those good affirmation, positive words for yourself that you are amazingly great, you are amazingly talented, you are such an amazing person, there's no others like you. You are a unique human being. By doing that, telling that to yourself, you can really understand who you are, and by that, you have to acknowledge that you are amazingly great, you are amazingly talented, you are more than good enough because you are the child of the Most High God. God created you amazingly, amazingly beautiful. Life is beautiful, right? So keep saying that to yourself. It really helps you to understand the whole picture of the situation. This is your dad. Thank you for listening. Thank you for dropping here in my channel. I am very grateful to each and every one of you. I love you all and bye.
Like we feel the same, we